Hello guys, my name is FlashofNight. This is week 1 of La Liga Season 3 between Sigma Algebra versus low damage output. Specifically looking at the draft from both of these teams, we're going to be seeing the Zillion pickup with that Olaf. Very, very strong, able to run champions down such as Zaunight and Red Ranger on those champions like Jin, Corki, even something such as Renekton can be run down when you have Snowbringer on Zillion. Really just anyone on Zillion able to provide champions like Olaf the means to engage, and that's really what makes the champion like Olaf really function within a draft. And if you aren't playing to that, you're not going to see him work as well as you would like within your team. Currently looking at all the rune choices, nothing is super out of the ordinary for either of these teams. Currently going to be seeing a Garen picked up, so lack of teleports coming out from Sigma Algebra. Really important to know this because that means they will not be able to have late game transitions and will have to play more heavily on wave control if they're unable to open up the game very early on. Currently, Onyx going forward, going to get caught out by Feelmypayne potentially as he's walking forward. Going to see the axe come forward. Going to see him take some serious damage. Moo Gaming showing up. The flash forwards. Going to see it connect, and they don't even have to burn a summoner spell. Gonna get first blood, force away a flash, starting the game out strong. 500 gold lead. Oh, ProtonPlat barely dodges the flash. Q coming out from Melky Jugs, and he's gonna start out the game in a pretty dangerous situation, especially when you're playing Aphelios. Gonna be looking at a little more in depth on those rune choices real quick, specifically looking at something on the supports, going for the Ahri, additionally taking for something. Looking at rooms, Cosmic Insight, perfect timing, as much CDR as possible. Aphelios running Overhill. Good job. A lot of Aphelioses will not run for Overhill, so very important for that to happen. Specifically, though, chooses to go for the Dorn Blade into Potion Start. Really uncharacteristic of a champion like Aphelios, especially into a Jin matchup. Really should have gone for Longsword and 3 potions or Boots and 4 potions. Just does a lot better with that, and eventually is going to get caught out really early here without the flash. He's not going to be able to do a lot. Forces the exhaust, and they're just going to have to look for re-engage to try to get some good trades here. And it looks like ProtonPlat getting some good trade onto the enemy, as Melky Jug's going to have to walk away. Going to make this matchup a little easier. And going to see the pathing coming out from Olaf. Going for the typical 6 camp clear. Same goes for Onyx on this correct side. Way better for champions, especially on the champions that do really well into 6 camp clears or have better clears around AoE. Specifically looking at Olaf, he's going to want to split the map here. He's going to look to take his... Ooh, dodging another one. Again, also dodging the stun coming out in Ranger. Oh, he is stuck here. He does not have flash for his teammate. The heal is going to speed them away, but that's going to be the enemy running him down. Even though they're down a level, it's not going to be enough. Ranger is forced to flash away. That's going to be Feelmypayne. He's trying to go for something. The root is not going to trade, but able to take the tower shot to get it. Oh, and it's just so much damage. The dodges coming out from both Snowbringer and ProtonPlat. Going to keep them into this game. Meanwhile, Moo Gaming getting shoved in by Zaunight and Corki. Pretty uncharacteristic of this matchup of the Malzahar into Corki, especially on early levels. Taking both tier makes sense, especially when Malzahar doesn't have a lot of shoving power, but taking for the grounds of such an itemization as Ignite and Dark Harvest. Very interesting, especially when it comes to later stages in the game, when that Corki is going to have longer engage. Going to see him take jungle, split the map top to bot, and actually going to punish the gank coming out from Feelmypayne. Most importantly is how you play cross maps. Onyx is going to cross map, take not 1, but 2 camps and the Scuttle Crab away from his teammate. Not teammate, sorry, I mean Feelmypayne. And look to go for bot Scuttle, especially with this mid prio and bot prio. He's going to be able to get a massive jungle advantage. And even though his team is down by a sizable amount of gold, this is a really strong tempo advantage. Jungle is a really important role in the early game because it sets the tempo of your game. It allows you to determine how fast you're ganking, how much you're ganking, where you can gank from, and that's just the most important thing. If you're able to do those things well, you're able to run the enemy team down. We're going to currently see the Aphelios building into, looks like the long into the daggers early, trying to get good itemization. and pick up as much as he can. Going to take magical footwear second, so he's not going to be able to pick up the boots early, which could be a problem to the likes of Nautilus. A lot of players in bot lane like to take this item, as it is free gold and additional movement speed that run out other items. But if we look into the bot lane, we're going to see Zaunight forced away. He does have his flash up defeated, does not have 6 though, so Feelmypayne looking to punish this with his wave prio. Ooh, Zaunight very low there, but Onyx is going to look to take his camps for himself and continue to extend this lead. So most of the gold in this game, specifically for the side of Sigma Algebra, is within that jungle. But again, the tempo is what matters. He's able to get the itemization advantage, to get a clear advantage, but he has no clear. So he's forced to make plays, forced to look for ganks, though he might not want to. Going to get spotted out, going to look to do a little bit of a hover. CS advantage is starting to build up. Currently in the bot lane, Red Ranger going to have about a little bit, but the wave is going to see it picked up. Going to look to get a cheese. 3 levels here. Specifically, going to see the root on Aphelios. This is really important because if they're able to get him down, he walks too far forward. His flash is still on cooldown. He gets knocked up. He gets CC down. He's going to not be able to move it. Instantly dies. Nothing that he can do. Doesn't even have flash available. Incredible timing coming out from him, and just walks a little too far forward. Does not know where the enemy is on the map, and is going to be punished for it, especially on a champion like Aphelios. Loses a wave, loses some plating, and Feelmypayne forced to cover the mid wave on a bad base from a Mumu Gaming. Eventually, we're going to hit C level 6 come out, and the package come out on top of that too, and those are going to be very strong itemizations. And he's going to be able to get some good poke, take away that shield from Malzahar, and his E does the same thing, and if he can take away that shield, it does a lot for him. And PP Discharge in the top lane, going to be trading into the Garen matchup. Fortunately, going to be on the receiving end of a CS deficit, specifically going to be on the Garen though. Can currently speak to the fact of PP Discharge. Urgot is a relatively good champion within laning phase, struggles without due to the fact that he has really one way to engage the enemy, outside of being a sitting tank and turret for the enemy to engage on top of. And ProtonPlat walking a little too short, actually. Not gonna be able to, potentially gonna lose out on a couple minions. Has to respect the spacing of the Nautilus Q, especially because he has heal, he has flash, he has all his runes, but his support does not have level 6 yet. Nautilus is level 4 as well, so we're gonna see the XP advantage traded, and Amumu Gaming trying to catch this wave, down by about 20 CS. Most importantly, going to see Zaunight's team as well, looking for something as much as he can, because again, Zaunight is an incredibly good player when it comes to clutch situations. He always makes it work, but if he can't get online, is not able to get his ultimate, and he starts to get locked down by the likes of the Olaf Malzahar gank combo of Flash Malzahar holding, it's going to be really dangerous. Meanwhile, on the top lane, PP Discharge taking a really good trade for himself. It's going to really punish Dawn taking this engage, especially playing Garen. And we're going to see him come down early. Oh, that stun, that's the damage, that's the secure. Pops the heal, going to get him away. And that's going to be a summoner spells blown for the gank, but Proton flashes forward to try to secure the kill, and he's going to potentially get punished for that. They're trying to run him down. Feelmypayne going to get hooked. He does have the ultimate. He's going to get rooted here, though. Ends up dying 1 for 1. Burns the flash. Tries to get out. Ooh, Proton under tower. Takes a tower shot. Omnix is really low. Good. He's going to get the ultimate. He goes for the flash. He's not able to follow up because he's not level 6. He's able to space away correctly. He's going to have those shurikens up for himself. Flash forced away from Snow. No summoner cells in the bot side here. Proton's quite low. That's going to be the Jin's current call coming down. Very low. Picks up the kill for himself. Another kill turned around. Going to take that 2v2 bot side. Snowbringer forced to see his lane crumble before his eyes as the dragon is secured at the 9-minute mark. Going to see the flash and the lack of it from Proton. Going to get punished. Flash is forward there to kill the Nautilus, and he's not going to have it to go forward. Currently going to see Zaunight still has most of his summoner spells available. Going to be down in terms of his mana, but look at the vision control from the blue side here. Red Ranger needs to reset, so it looks like they're going to get this and secure this objective. Try to take it back. Currently looking at the gold count, 17,000. Going to look to finish that first item. Has 1,000 gold advantage over the enemy ADC. Jungle has about a 400 advantage. on the Olaf. Top lane is basically neutral. Mid is a 300 advantage. Very small advantages, but that jungle, think about it. 3 kills is the equivalent to 1,200 gold. Due to him dropping CS, waves, and other things, we're currently seeing Rek'Sai catch up to Olaf by a sizable margin. So it's going to be really important for him in the next couple of minutes to play out, because Feelmypayne is really a key member of his team's composition, and if he's not able to pull it off in the way that he wants, he is going to get punished as Nautilus comes topside. Oh, they're looking to get him on top. They missed the Q, though. MelkyJugs is completely griefing. They get the W, though. That's the most important. They're going to get him down. The ult's going to connect. They're going to have everything. They need to get the knock-up. They're trying to take him. He's going to get suppressed into Hellfire and ends up dying. Melky going to get some incredibly good roam timing here, and Zilean is not able to really punish anything on top of that. Meanwhile, Proton isn't the ADC to be able to threaten. Aphelios really can't threaten a 1v1 Jinx at one item. Nothing can really happen. And that's just the situation. Jhin can't really look to kill Aphelios. Aphelios really can't look to kill Jhin. As we're going to see, oh, MelkyJugs is going to get caught out here. He doesn't have the ultimate. He doesn't have any way of staying alive. But meanwhile, that's going to be the Rek'Sai ult coming forward. That's going to be the suppress. They're trading their mid laner for the enemy jungler. They're trying to stop them from taking the Herald, but that's going to be a lack of follow-up. Feelmypayne going to see his enemy inside his eyes. He's 200 HP, so he's going to have the additional attack speed. That's going to be seeing the ADC by themselves because, oh, Snow is here. The flash forced away. Dawn is by himself. Good damage coming out from Zaunight. He's trying to get him low. The attack speed bonus. Currently seeing the ultimate available. Snow can ult any of his teammates and get them out. They can look for a dive here. PB Discharge does not have flash. He's trying to get over the side. Garen has ultimate, secures the kill, and that's going to be exactly what he needs, and the boots difference is going to get the kill for himself and going to bring his team to a neutral position. One dragon down, gold counts are even. Jhin is ahead in the bot lane by a sizable margin, but look at the Olaf again, able to pick up an 800 gold lead. Able to return the team's favorite. The difference in the bot lane was able to be picked up specifically by the Olaf and the top lane, specifically being Garen. They're going to be able to make up the difference for those mistakes, and when those waves are picked up, looking at the camp rotation, Onyx is trying to go for him. He can't really see him specifically, so he's going to able to get the knockup, and Donnie's going to get away. Has a lot of camps to go for. Don't think Olaf will be able to punish. He is down by about 10 CS, but not going to make a lot of the difference. What will make the difference is the boot's completion. Even though Rek'Sai does have quite a fast movement speed while inside the ground, it is not going to really make the difference of the additional boot. So he's going to have to wait and clear up a lot of his jungle as this next dragon spawns in the next 2 minutes. Currently seeing the additional daggers getting picked up from the likes of Aphelios. Going to delay his build, most importantly, because he can't go initially on anything else. Zilean does not have a stopwatch any longer, but he will be building into that hourglass. And the thing with Zilean this game is he needs to be rushing as much CDR as he possibly can to support that Aphelios, along to support that specific champion, which is their team's carry at the moment of Feelmypayne. Meanwhile, ProtonPlat down a level is going to take some trades, most notably Jin's additional auto attacks, along with having a completed item and those Swifties, just going to able to run him down. Just the ability of his runes and his itemizations, he gets so much attack speed after an auto attack. And they're really looking to potentially for a dive. MelkyJugs has ultimate, has flash, has ignite. Could look to threaten with Rek'Sai here, but the vision is going to spot him out. Currently, the CS differences in the game very heavily favoring. Oh, MelkyJugs is forced to burn heal, can't do a damn thing. Takes the ultimate from Proton, but that is exactly what Proton wants. He's able to force a summoner spell at the cost of a short ultimate cooldown, and MelkyJugs going to walk towards the top side, but at the same time trading that heal. They're going to also see the dragon traded for a herald that they're going to look to throw into a lane. Second herald of the game is being cleared right now. Cannot get any plating gold off it, but importantly can take a tower for their team. Gold differential as in objective bounties has not been significantly met it is about still an even game, but the objectives are what's important. Ooh. They have the smite, they're able to secure it, and this game is going to eventually come down to which mid laner can really come online first for their team, because Amumu Gaming is a ultimate CC bot. Not because of what he's doing is bad, it's because of the champion he's playing. And we're going to see them try to break the mid lane turret down, but Corki is a very easy champion to clear waves with. He's able to get the Q down and do a lot. Feelmypayne is going to sit there, can't really connect any gold, and you just got to wait. CS leads are slowly building, specifically within the top and the bot lane. Garen has the advantage, about a 10 to 15 CS advantage. Meanwhile, on the bot side, it's accumulating towards a 25 CS advantage. But as long as Aphelios is able to hit 3 items, the game is still winnable for his team, specifically because Aphelios does really well on the grounds of having Gale Force, LDR, and an item such as either Bloodthirster, or even if he really wants to, Collector. So as long as he's able to get to that itemization point, he'll be doing just fine. Meanwhile, Jhin looking for something, not able to secure Snow here. And looks like Olaf is going to be for the invade. Finally able to punish some jungle objectives. Meanwhile, Melky Jugs taking a lot of damage, uses his W, trying to clear this ward as bad as he possibly can, but ultimate CDRs are going to be coming online soon, specifically the Ragnarok. Olaf's Ragnarok is really important for these team fights because he's going to allow them to run down Jhin and Corki, and if they don't have that Ragnarok, they really have to wait and play careful for these team fights. And Garen's just going to be split pushing in the meantime because he doesn't have teleport. And due to the positioning in the wave, they can look to freeze here, deny the Aphelios some sort of gold, but it looks like the Jhin E is going to cancel that, and they're going to provisionally stop this. Dragon is not up for a long time, so they actually could have froze, especially with the gank. So really bad misplay coming out from Red Ranger here and Melky Jugs. And going to just see wave thrown into both teams. Teams kind of getting into this mindset of throwing waves, not going to be for the best, not really a lot of productive or proactive activity happening, more just kind of catching and scaling. Neither of these teams comps have incredible scaling outside of the AD carries position, and even the Jhin doesn't scale as well as Aphelios, but the Malzahar doesn't scale as well as Corki. Corki package is not available at the moment, but oh, that's the ultimate coming out from ProtonPlat. Oh, wait, no, that's going to be the hook. That's actually going to connect. And he's all the way dead. He's on the other side, but that doesn't matter, though, because he's going to stay alive, and that's going to be the Zillion ult making the difference. He's trying to run down the enemy, but he doesn't have any method of getting forward. He's going to look to flash Q. Oop, Gale Force comes forward, and Snow flashing a little too hastily. Going to take a lot of damage. Ends up trading the support's life. Flash exhaust is not going to be enough, and a little bit of a questionable play, trying to snipe that Q onto the Jhin, but it's not going to be enough. Meanwhile, Onyx is looking for it. He's going to hit the Q. No ultimate. Actually, no, he does have ultimate. He could threaten the Aphelios, but Aphelios does have flash heal. Not in any real danger of dying from the likes of Rek'Sai. But most importantly, though, is the rotations coming out. Feelmypayne is rotating for this blue buff, has a level advantage, and doubles. Meanwhile, Corki giving up a wave to help fight for this blue. They're going to catch him out on this. Ooh, they know he's here. They see him. They're like, okay, Melky Jug's trying to run him around. The Ragnarok just popped. They're trying to run him down. The support is looking for something. The silence is coming through. Meanwhile, Onyx is going to force away the flash coming from Feelmypayne, and they're trying to contest an objective that doesn't spawn for another minute without important cooldowns, but Ragnaroks will be up for this next objective. Meanwhile, Zaunight is pushing out this mid lane. It looks like they're going to have to forego any real power here, though, as Melky Jugs trying to protect his wards, unable to do so in a meaningful way, as the enemy is going to take down the first turret of the game at 18 minutes. 18 minutes for the first turret, so very slow game for both of these teams, and it's basically even at 20 minutes. Baron is up on the spawn, Dragon is up in 30 seconds, and this looks like it's going to be a game about soul and objective control. Meanwhile, Snowbringer rotating topside. It looks like they're going to handshake this, or at least try to get the mid lane push. Taking the jungle topside in exchange for the Dragon is at least something what you can do, and on top of looking to steal it. Both of these teams... Oh, Corki going to miss everything. Still does not have package available for himself. So Corki's just going to kind of be sitting there. Oh, that's going to be Feelmypayne caught out. That's going to be the Ragnarok blowing up. Donnie is trying to stay alive. Meanwhile, the ADC is going to trade for the support. He's going to end up falling down. Oh, both of them are trying to look away. The ultimate coming out. Donnie is going to continue to run them down, but look at Feelmypayne. He has not fallen yet. That's going to be the Aphelios walking forward, having both of his summoner spells, entire team wiped without losing a single member, as Aphelios and the Zillion being able to make it through laning phase just shows you how broken Zillion ult is. Doesn't even matter the ADC, as long as you have someone like the Olaf that can be Zillion ulted. It is a free GA on a less than 90-second cooldown, and he's just going to continually rush cooldown reduction and look to get a lot of value for his team. Donnie's lead in the top side is slowly coming to fruition, shown in this game here, and it's going to be important to see how they transition in the future. Snowbringer is by himself. They're going to see Feelmypayne. Ooh, the 2-level lead in the jungle is coming up to be more meaningful, though. Both of these teams quite in a even say. Oh, that's going to be Corki showing up onto the enemy. That's going to really look him down. Looks like ProtonPlat, though, is 1v1ing the mid laner. He's going to miss the root, but Proton can't get enough auto attack space. Actually is able to dodge perfectly on that additional Corki R, able to trade 1-for-1. If he was hit by that, the ult would have ended up finishing off his life, but keeping his team with that 5,000 lead is going to be incredibly important. Corki does have no package for 4 minutes, and that's going to be a package down specifically for that next dragon. Corki's package is very important, very impactful, so having it down for an important thing such as dragon fights and the potential next Baron that happens in the next 4 minutes is going to be important. Currently seeing both teams slowly pick up some CS along the map as they're trying to look for some way to turn this game more towards their favor. Donnie is just able to pick up a level lead, 30 CS lead. Meanwhile, bot lane is seeing the complete opposite happen, picking up a 1 level lead and a 30 CS lead. But most importantly is this jungle. Jungle is going to see the continual assists and gold accumulate to being a nearly 3,000 difference for Olaf, and just showing just how dominant the champion is. We've seen 2 teams run it so far with enchanters and do quite well. Oh, Olaf trying to run down the enemy top laner. He doesn't have flash. He's just getting bursted down. He has the ultimate. That's going to be the secure. And he just BMs into a kill. There's nothing they can do. No counterplay, nothing without flash to dodge as they take another turret for themselves. As Urgot shows his team, he might have been trolling from Champ Select. Ooh, no Ragnarok is available. Gaming is also by himself bot side. Does have ultimate. Oh, it's just too late. Zaunight's trying to get the kill set up, and we're going to see a solo kill come through. Meanwhile, Ranger is going to end up dying here if he doesn't play too carefully. Snowbringer is also here in the laning phase. They're looking for something that's going to be the CC into the root. That's going to be the follow forward, but he can't get away. He doesn't have flash. He doesn't have enough distance. Even the Aphelios able to secure the root, but the ultimates come down. He's going to miss one. He's going to hit the other. Ragnarok's going to be pulled forward. Meanwhile, Melty Jug takes a lot of damage. They're trying to get the root. It's going to secure Garen under the tower, but that's going to be the ultimate completely whiffed from PP Discharge. Not able to do a damn thing. Down by 6,000 gold as the game slowly breaks open. Red Ranger unable to do anything with his gold lead. 2 items for both the ADCs in this game. Interestingly enough, though, Aphelios is choosing to take an item such as Kraken Slayer into the likes of an Urgot, really the only tanky champion on the team, instead of going for the safer option of Shield Bow, and also choosing to build Rapid Fire Cannon rather than going for more damage. So I think he's just trying to, at this point, die as little as he possibly can to help his team as much as possible, because if he's able to just play and stay alive and stall for this Corki to scale or prevent the Corki from really getting to a point of scaling, then it'll be good. But this Aphelios build is incredibly troll given the runes he has chosen. And I think it is very suboptimal along with the Malzahar. But clearly runes don't matter when you're up by 7,000 gold. So we're going to continue to move this game forward. Going to see the next Ocean Dragon spawn into this game. Getting the mid-prio here is very important. A lot of teams don't respect mid-prio enough, but also, look, package is not on Corki. It is not even in the base. Like I talked about earlier, Corki's package is not available for 20 seconds. Dragon is up, and that's just because of the timing. If you don't get Zaunight's ultimate and package timing correctly, you have to just forego another objective like this, and it feels incredibly bad. So, currently, we're going to see Proton look to hover this Baron with his team. Currently going to have to be scared. Oh, Mulky Jugs getting too extended. He's by himself. He has no way of getting out. He burned his flash already. Feelmypayne is trying to run him down. He pops the Ragnarok a little too early. Ooh, full HP, though. The knockup's going to keep him there. They're trying to look for some sort of way. The knockup, the follow-up. He's trying to get away, but that's going to be the package looking on top of him. They're trying to get the kill. That's going to be exactly what they need. Snowbringer's going to end up using the ultimate on himself. Not going to be enough. Donnie's trying on the backside. That's going to be Argot 1v1ing. That's going to be both of them. The support by himself. The mid laner has showed up, and they're going to turn this around. Aphelios keeping his top laner alive, getting it some much-needed damage, and turning the kill. It's going to see them push through the mid lane. Only the jungle and mid will survive. Going to see the level lead thoroughly come out as he's going to ult down the wave. Oh. The root comes forward, but not going to be enough. Baron is still available. 3 minutes again till the next dragon as ProtonPlat is looking the back. But the Zilean in that team fight not able to save Feelmypayne, most important member of their team. Going to do a lot of the damage, just able to run down any member of low damage output. Clearly showing that they are the low damage output team, as they are just absolutely getting destroyed when it comes to their total number of damage in these team fights. And currently seeing the gold difference in the jungle and the top lane being upwards of 3,000 to 4,000. Going to see another... Looks like another item is going to be picked up for Aphelios that's going to build into specifically more energization. Going to get to abuse that additional range from the rapid fire cannon. He wants to get as much of that additional first auto attack poke for his team. He knows if he can't really frontline or have the enemy go into them, they're looking for engage. Milky Jugs by himself is just going to get run down a third of his HP by the enemy top laner as they turn their eyes onto the Baron objective. Corki's on the bottom side of the map. They have no way of contesting this. It's at 8,000 HP, slowly burning down. They see it on top of it. They're not able to go through. Nylek can't do anything. He can't even ult onto it. They're going to give up a Baron here. And they're going to drop down by nearly 10,000 gold. Going to see them push down the mid wave. There's very little. Corki is trying to get some sort of additional, but looks like ProtonPlat is walking a little too far forward, but it doesn't matter because he can't be punished. There is not enough damage. 2 level down jungler to every member of the enemy team at the least. And Onyx is just getting punished, not able to farm his camps. We'll slowly see the base before his eyes crumble. Meanwhile, Jhin in the Nexus, trying to finish that eventual Infinity Edge by the looks of it. It's going to see the inhibitor fall, but they're going to rotate to the top side of the map. Trying to pick up another inhib. Currently seeing Feelmypayne level 15. Picking up that thing, has quite the team with him as ProtonPlat has to be carried as the Jhin ult comes down. Donnie is taking the face front of the ultimate. Meanwhile, Mumu Gaming, who is going to connect onto the backside, but Ocean Dragon picking up a lot of the additional HP, so the poke will not be enough for them. Going to get additional regen. Going to get a two-man stun onto both of them. Feelmypayne starts running at the enemy team. He takes a sizable amount of damage. Meanwhile, Donnie's in the middle of them, gets a knockup. He's going to do a lot of damage to end up picking up PP discharge. Going to fall. That's another inhibitor. They're going to look to end the game on this Baron Wave push, but that's going to be Zaunight, not even level 16 yet. He is trying to get something for his team. He's not able to do a damn thing. Meanwhile, the Affiliate Soul comes down. They're trying to clear as many waves as they possibly can, but there's too many super minions. Too many large, powerful, getting away with damage on top of these turrets, but that's going to be seen. Milky Jugs fall under so low of HP. He's going to get flashed forward. That's going to be Zaunight unside. They're going to fall both down. That's going to be Donnie picking up another kill as they're going to turn their eyes onto the Nexus, and that's going to see low damage output lose their first game of the season by 10,000, 12,000 gold. Another game going towards the blue side, currently showing that blue side seemingly has the advantage. Enchanters with a strong junglers have won nearly every single game I've seen so far, and that's going to continue to show the meta change in this game.